Hey Alaska there. It's time I tell you about Bob. You see, I met Bob playing Secret Lab, and once we find each other, we both realized we had Hearts of Iron 4. And because we both haven't beat a campaign up to this moment, we decided to help each other out. There was a lot of games before this one, but this one is the best. So I would play Italy, and he will be Germany. But there was one more thing about Bob. He doesn't have a microphone, so communication is gonna be tough. So yeah, I hope you like our hoi4 game. So the Italian-Ethiopia war went over. I played a bit too aggressive, and yeah. So after getting encircled, I was pissed off, so I was gonna make them pay. By them, I mean the Yugoslavs, of course. I got the coast of Yugoslavia, but for some reason, they just didn't want to become my puppet, so that means no backup army if, like, a surprise war happens, which is very nice. And I didn't want to fight the Yugoslavians because they're guaranteed by Romania, and we have bad luck with Romania. But they did give me Montenegro too, which was kind of weird. But hey, at least I'm not fighting them. I mean, I should get a puppet in Ethiopia, but with only them, so like, they're gonna be useless, because I can't even access them because I'm not gonna send my troops there. I wanted to try some of my light tanks, and because Bob finished off Spain, I have to roll over Chinese farmers. So I sent 3 tanks over. The tanks did very good and almost got big encirclement, but the Japanese were too strong and pushed them out. So I sent my tank north, and they were just chilling. Then Bob declared war on Poland, which I was ready for. Also, Portugal joined the Axis for some reason. Just keep that in mind for later. So I joined the war and got my army with the border in flames in Egypt. And I was put into Egypt. Then I realized France isn't in the war. So I checked, it's either affected with Yugoslavia. So I realized I did nothing else with that info. So I checked Portugal, South Africa, and yeah. But then I checked on the mainline Portugal, and yeah. But then all my Egypt troops disappeared. Editing Alaska here, you can actually tell where some of the divisions died. Look, one division died right there. I assume he was transported to the main front line. It was one of my tanks. Then another one died. And another one. So all 3 of my tanks died for convoy raiding. And my last tank, well, oops. I don't know what happened to him, but I speculate it's from this. See, there's 10 divisions, attack. 9 divisions get over fucking run, and I think the tank survived, and then it died. Yeah, I did make a image describing the event before I knew what actually happened, so please enjoy. So I had to send an army who was guarding France to Egypt. Also, my tanks died trying to send them to Africa because, like, I don't know how the fuck the Navy works. I'm like, hey, I take it. Bob was attacking the lowlands for some reason. It's like, not being at war with France, but hey, more land for us, I guess. And I was pushing into Egypt until... So Bob, being a dumbass, got a war with the USSR. So I sent my army to defend Bob because I have nothing else to do. Oh, so Bob didn't call me in the war yet? So the Soviets were pushing back farther than if I was called into the war. With the Soviet Union pushing, I decided to send 12 mechanized infantry because I wanted to test them out. And the perfect timing, the Soviets landed in Danzig, so I wanted to test out the mechanized, so I sent them to defend the invasion. And the Soviets really loved to naval invade for some reason. Then Portugal died, but hey, I was pushing further into Egypt, and Bob was pushing into the Soviets, so everything was going good. But then the Soviets said, another landing. So just send all my troops to Garki Danzig as well, because like Bob's not with this naval invasion of Italy. I sent all my troops there to stop them, and the Soviets barely showed up. So I just pushed. Also, Japan did beat China, and China Yumeng is independent, which didn't make sense because the Japanese were in them. Once I clear the Soviets in Italy, I see that Bob were just letting the Soviets push north, taking Königsberg and Danzig. So I send my army up there again. Also, I did get my troops encircled in Egypt, so I sent the survivors to Libya, so the Brits don't take all of Africa from me. Danzig was encircled again. I got a mean encirclement, which was nice. It would help a lot. After that, we were pushing the Soviets at a one-piece pace. Then the USA landed in Sicily. Iran and the Brits signed a white peace, and for some reason, the Polish are now independent. But it was just a distraction because the Brits landed behind the troops guarding Sicily. So I decided more troops to hold Italy because I don't want to collapse. Then, the British landed in the lowlands. And the Brits were holding in Holland, so there was nothing we could do. They were pushing into Germany. I was slowly collapsing. But then I remembered, Italy can flip sides. So I convinced Bob to delete all his army, and I'd do the same. And he did. Then I swapped sides and killed him. Also, I did declare war to France, so I'm a French puppet, sadly. And so with no divisions, I have a 22% war score, which makes absolutely no sense, but I take it. I did hard carry. So, this is the new map. I grew in size, and Bob is just west Germany, so just the Rhineland, and Soviets got most of Germany. So yeah. This is all Portugal's fault, by the way. This wouldn't have happened if Portugal didn't fucking collapse. So yeah. Thanks for watching Bob being a dumbass and me carrying him.